interesting.
Both our mics are muted. Fantastic.
Hello and welcome to the show. Yes, we're doing the intro on map 3. Why not?
Yes.
Take an intro. So we've got SK coming up versus Selfless. That's going to be on train, which is the pick of SK, and we are straight into the pistol. Bomb moving over towards Long, and
Bosh.
what is that name? What is that name? Why don't people have their normal names? Fallen's gone down at 3 versus 5, and Third trying to put in work over towards Ivy. Trying to thin out the numbers. The bomb is spotted. The bomb is down. Awkward positioning. Less awkward now because Fur is dead.
Can you imagine that it should be Mitch? Or triangle Ch? Because it looks like a triangle as well. Triangle Ch. So, this is not looking like a fun situation for SK. But they love situations like this. Well, maybe they do. It's time to clutch. Who doesn't like a good clutch moment? Can FNX and Taco step up? We've got Taco with the first one. Just 3 left now. Still 3 left. Does not look good for FNX. It's an important match here for SK. Get those points. Or get a bullet to the dome. Straight to the top of your dome. No? You know that song. Why aren't you engaging in any way with this?
Sorry, I was busy.
Freestyler.
So, Selfless off to a good start, and we are in the eyes of Brehze, or Brehze, if you will. Brehze or Brehze?
Brehze.
Once accused of being a hacker.
By who?
Hired by the same person who accused him of being a hacker.
Oh, I know who that was then. All right, so.
Not as controversial as Sub Rosa, though, who people seem absolutely convinced.
beyond a reasonable doubt, would you say?
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely an awkward situation in that scenario, but we've got the push coming in. Scouts and scouts. Deagles and Deagles. Taco only firing 1 straight to the head there for Kaboose. The others missed wildly. Lack of Kevlar will do that. And this is actually going pretty well here for the SK lads. All right, wow.
It's going well.
Well then. All right then. What do you say about that?
Oh, so much for your pistol run. What now? I think is the cry of the Brazilian team SK, who are currently 1 point behind Immortals.
Why is Cold called sk.king v/ntpt/?
Because using the name you actually have
Your
is too much to ask that.
Why can't we forcibly change people's names to whatever we please as admins and as of the tournament? There should be a thing, functionality.
So, Selfless aren't going to go for the fourth buy on this occasion. Often you would see a team, they win a pistol and then lose the second round. They would go for the fourth buy in the third, and maybe teams keep forcing back and forth until somebody gains momentum and some consistency. Consecutive rounds, lots of C's. Taco with perfect timing, but not perfect damage. Goes low with the Molotov because he knows they're close, and the spray down will be 4 people.
Oh, yes. Satisfaction. Look at that pile of dudes. All right.
Pile of dudes.
Pile of dudes.
I don't know where to go with that. Pile of dudes.
It's a thing.
Please keep on rocking. There we go. Cold has put his name as his actual name. That's
job.
always appreciated.
Good. Bra jobbat. Good job. Good job. We got Selfless moving in for some secret control. Taco, though, so far he's been pretty menacing over towards that position. Will they challenge him? Of course, this time they are better equipped than previous engagements, altercations.
Love a good altercation.
I like this. We've got Mitch over there by Ali, ready to provide some pressure and presence. It's very important just to do that, because it changes how the CT's position. You may think that if you're not directly taking engagements and doing damage, that's otherwise there's no effect. But if you just show presence, it changes how the CTs have to set up, because they have to be able to account for an attack from that location, even if it doesn't happen. That is important.
You saw him initially facing the wall, which is something we mentioned earlier. He's gone to the other side of the entrance. Well, he was facing the wall earlier in case there was a pop flash through the smoke, so he doesn't get flashed. Something we spoke about in the previous match with Fake Out Nation. So it seems Selfless are waiting for a plan of action to happen. Fur is on a high ground. Nifty's been taken down. Will that pull a rotation? No. You see, Fur isn't known to commit an even peak. The rest of B seems to say no, it's A. Maybe the timing. No one's got 2 kills though. Problems for SK.
Bosh. Cold able to drop Kaboose straight away, but right now SK have a man disadvantage. Fur, he's got a nice position here. If he can find the timing, it'd be great. There it is. Gets timing on the bomber. The bomb is now on the floor. Fur, he's not done just yet. And now this is the perfect moment for Cold to get in on the action, but no! Fur just working his way around the train. And he will get all the frags. Frags.
Selfless back on the eco. And they'll have a good buy if they don't spend much in this particular round on the next round. Even better if they can plant the bomb. But again, it's an eco round where we see the odd Kevlar, 5 P250s, but no grenades whatsoever. They want to shoot their way out of the situation like a Die Hard movie. But it might not work. Fallen. You see him on the high ground because often people will jump past on the green box to avoid getting shot. Double pick coming in, nicely done. Fallen going a bit too deep perhaps with the Molotov. Could get caught out here. But Cold is in for support. Looking for the third man. He's going to find it. Firing off some warning shots to the Deagle. One player over towards Ivy, and there's Brehze or Brehze, if you will. Moving towards D-box and going down. I guess it's Brehze because the H is, I don't know.
Shut up. It's Brehze.
No one down for SK, 4-1. Selfless, let's see what they opt for. Indeed, they've got some good money as far as AKs are concerned. Ops would be nice, at least one. Although beggars can't be choosers.
I maintain that as commentators, we get to decide. So, ooh, fast nades into the yard. Looks like they want that fast play to go along with the fast nades, but the counter grenades come in from the CTs there. But he's going in right now, finds himself a spot behind one of the forward smokes, and wraps around the train. Perfect timing there from Fur once again, doing great damage. Pop flash through the smoke, why not? Oh, like ships in the night. Although it looks like Cole's going to be able to take down one of the players. Fur pass, absolute madness here on the yard. Chaos by design there from Selfless. But Mitch is left in a clutch situation at 1 against 2.
He hasn't got the bomb or any idea where either player is. Because of the exposed position of the bomb, you know, so I wonder if the CTs know where it is. Doesn't matter anymore. And indeed, that is absolute anarchy, bedlam, and just randomness. But it goes in favor of SK. So Selfless haven't managed to offer anything beyond the pistol round. They could buy now, but they'd have no grenades. And they realize that would not be the bet. They'd literally have no grenades, or maybe like 1 smoke. So they're going to go for pistols, Kevlar, and loads of grenades. But where will these grenades be headed? Could go through the windows here, which could either be to commit towards A or as a fake. Taco again with the timing grenade. Something I saw Team Liquid doing at first. Timing grenade for rushes. The days of Adren. That's the Adren from America, as opposed to the Adren from Kazakhstan, who just got disqualified for fielding a player, not from Kazakhstan, who was pretending to be from Kazakhstan. Execute comes in towards the B-bomb site now. Fur's going to tap down Mitch. Can they get the bomb down? That's the question. Smoking, pushing through this. Oh! Sit down, Taco! Splinters and all, 4 versus 4. Kaboose close, and there's a chance for Selfless to do real damage here.
Oh, Kaboose! Oh no! The Tech 9! Behind enemy lines. Oh, it's all falling apart. All falling apart.
All fallen apart?
Why you do this? Why do you want to be this guy, James?
There's still chances for FNX to clutch this, and those chances have disappeared, getting peppered by the P250. Nicely done by Selfless, playing close to the smoke, playing to the advantages of their weapons. SK lose a round, but they've got money in the bank. They will not be too concerned with the loss of 1 round. Looking at the lack of money in Selfless's bank, apart from on no one, if SK win this round, we could end up at 9-2. So, despite the round loss, all you can see is advantages if you're a smart team with your psyche in the right place, perhaps.
I'm afraid that Fallen has the AWP. Makes me very afraid. For the other people, at least. We've got Mitch there with a couple teammates wanting to go for the pressure on Ali. Now I'm quite curious what setups we have from Selfless to do this. Obviously Fallen is going to be quite well aware of the meta with all kinds of Ali plays.
All kinds.
And Nifty there looking to go for the opener. And it'd be really nice if he can get one, but it's starting to run out of time, so you can see the pressure comes in. Ooh, there it is. Fallen's going to find it. And now it's down to Selfless to push through Ali, and it has to work.
The counter flash is the real though from the CT side. Fallen spots one player, but he's not going to overcommit. He hits two at the same time. Can't do the damage onto Brehze, but he's done great damage for his team. And now it's Brehze and Mitch, and I think SK will know that both players are at the back. Down goes Mitch, leaving Brehze or Brehze with 100 HP. He's got 3 more players to find, and they could be anywhere. Starting the nature of train. Looks one way, gets taken down from another. Nicely done. But again, I mean, you see a glimpse into the decision-making of Fallen there. He scopes from A towards IV. He spots the back of a player moving towards the back of A. And for a split second, he's about to move and try and hunt him down, but he holds his angle just in case there are more players to find there. Waits a second, making sure he doesn't overextend, and then goes for the kill and tags the second player as well. That's awesome.
Now it's down to the Deagles. This is what they are reduced to. Reduced to the hand cannons. Who doesn't like a good Deagle? I love this from Taco. He gets some early info and falls all the way back, trying to make it as hard as possible to get fragged, whilst maximizing his own advantages. And look at how it's paying off. Fer gets a couple as those Deagles struggle to make the connection at that range. And the bomb will go down. But again, this is something that I really like from teams, CT sides, when they are not afraid to just allow the bomb to go down because they maintain their economy by doing this. They are much less likely to lose players. They can throw grenades onto the bomb train. That said, we're getting some deeks here. Some heads have been popped off. Oh, that's not very nice.
Yeah, they did good damage. So I called a 9-2 if SK won the previous round. Currently 7-2. We'll see if they can make it there. And what the money of Selfless looks like at the moment. So again, they might be short on grenades and or helmets. We'll see what they opt for. So Nifty's a little bit short there, and Mitch, if he buys, yes, he's going to go Galil in order to get full grenades on the side. Always nice to see sacrifices being made and intelligent decisions being made around money. We see how important all those grenades are for Selfless, and what it cost them just to get a second round on the board, or get close to getting around on the board. Oh, Kaboose going to get finished off by Congdon. Max is close, and the AWP far. I like it. It's like Torval indeed.
Cold, he wants to go in. He wants to avenge his fallen comrade. Oh, how does that miss? That is very surprising. No one perhaps protected by the powers above, whatever those might be. Divine intervention, if you will. So 4 versus 4 is the situation for Selfless. They've got a minute, just over a minute to play with, and they're repositioning here for the A assault. Now will they go for the smokes, the couple smokes there? One on the bomb train. Just cover the gaps between those trains so they can make their way across for the plant. Looks like that's the plan here. They've got one player towards, which is no one, who is that secret at the moment, who can watch for those flanks. If they're playing Virtus Pro, Taz loves to make those. But no flanks to be had, so it's going to be a push from Popdog for him.
So the smokes have been executed into the A site, but nobody for Selfless is going into A. Perhaps they're trying to pull a rotation with a man down, and indeed, there are 2 SK players towards Connector. Cold can cover the high ground. Although Fer is on the high ground, so it seems SK have a read as to what's going on, and now Selfless will push with no smokes on the site. Fallen, here's Sounds, just waiting for players to be offered up. Nothing just yet, no 110 HP in the drop zone, and Fallen's in trouble, and down he goes. Seems the plan's going to work for Selfless. There is a crossfire between these 2 CTs, but how much can they expect to do in a situation? First got $50, they can't afford to lose this round, and they can't afford to commit unless they get more openings here. Nice shoulder picking straight in the head, and it's a 2 versus 2 all of a sudden.
That's good work being done. And Fur is looking to get himself in. A nice fake flash with the pistol. Nifty does not fall for that. Oh, that nade could do lots of damage, but he won't find anybody. Look at the health there on both of these players. Incredibly low, but so is Cold. Can't really afford to go for this now with the AWP in hand. He's going to try to save that one, and I really would love to draw on the minimap if I could, but I can't. But in the future, maybe we will hopefully be able to do that, to show some positions there. Because SK, when they went down to 4 players, they had a really nice setup. Is very safe, very passive. Like one on either side of connector, one at the back of alley, and one in the B-bomb site. I really liked just how versatile this setup was. They're not afraid to give away positions, so that as long as they can make sure that they can guarantee certain engagements. But either way, 7-3 is a score, and Selfless, they just have to beat the double AWP, the Mag 7, the Scout, and the UMP. That's all I gotta do to break them.
Fur on the Scout. Normally it's Fallen who's notorious, but if there is an AWP on the team, you wouldn't want to take it out of his hands just to give him a Scout, unless you are extremely perverted. So now we have the execute of smoke grenades into the A site once again, and once again Selfless are not committing behind said smokes. We have Mitch causing some trouble, but maybe he's asking for trouble. Looking at Cold's location, Mitch has found himself some trouble. Now the rest of the Selfless team moving over towards the bomb site. There's Fallen there with the AWP. That smoke will give him some time, or buy him some time. Kaboose goes through the smoke on his own. No one's fast enough, and Fallen is going absolutely nuclear. Nifty, last man standing, almost getting taken down there. Will get 1 kill for his team. That's the Scout, no less.
Fallen working his magic.
He is so good. It's just ridiculous. He just delivers all the time.
Yeah, he's very good at taking like series of optimal decisions. Like when he's in that flow state, where he's just like 100% sure. Yep, this is what the play will be from them. Yep, this is where they'll be. And it's like just in the flow state at the same time, just making perfect decisions. It is one of the most enjoyable things to watch, I got to say, in this game. Now it's going to be tough for Selfless to get into the game because it's just that skill factor of SK is just so ridiculous. And Fallen, he's gonna be looking to do even better than the last time. Surely, well, I was gonna say surely there would be a pop flash, but they don't have any flashes. There's a collateral, more or less, and should be all she wrote in this round. And indeed, Selfless will fall victim to the power of SK.
So called a 9-2. It is in fact 9-3, which means I was wrong. Selfless's money is awkward once again. Now, either they eco, spend a little bit of money, or they force buy on tilt, and it is indeed going to be the spend a little bit of money option, so they can come in for a buy in the second last round, and who knows what happens after that. Selfless definitely needs more rounds on the board. 6-9 is possible. It wouldn't be the second last round. Yes, it would be. Never mind, ignore me. Let's see what they have to offer. And it seems it will be the Bedlam option. This will be the 3rd time they've gone for a smoke execute on the site, and it seems this time they're going to push in with it, with limited weaponry. No one to hold down the drop zone area. Nifty drop zone, the Pop Dog. And there's a bomb into Pop Dog. Always awkward when your trade fragger's carrying the bomb and goes down. Somehow there's a 1 versus 2. Mitch in an awkward position, getting meat shots. Too many angles. Such is the nature of Trey, and it's your best friend and your worst enemy.
I really hate Tech 9. Moving on. 10-3 is a score. We got lots of money. Buckets of money.
Have you ever had a bucket of money?
No. Have you?
Well, I haven't had one myself, but there's
I know you could
at
fill
the train station with a bucket asking for money to be put into those buckets.
I know you
but
could
anyone
fill
could do that, so I never give them money.
You have loads of change from all countries.
I gave it to a charity actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm a good guy.
You're also
that makes me a good guy.
You're lazy. Anyway,
makes me a good guy automatically because I gave money to charity. Boom.
3 men on Ali again. We saw this previously actually from Selfless. They did this last time with 4 players, and it didn't work out particularly well because Fallen was godlike from this position. And Fallen is kind of that support player to Cold, who's kind of dedicated on Ali there. And Cold can also look further down, but Fallen has more angles into the yard. So Fallen is more of the help. And he's AWPing as well. Look how Cold is just waiting for that. Perfect timing from Cold. Picks up the player on Ali. Now what do you do in this position? This starts to become desperate for Selfless. We've got 4 players for SK on A now.
So here comes the big bird jumping into position, going for the 2-man spray down, only gets the 1. FNX on the high ground. The crossfire is split up with a smoke, but he won't need it. 2-man spray down for him. Right place, right time of the M4, A4. Those extra bullets coming in handy. And Kaboose can't get any more damage done for SK. And that pick from Cold towards IV that's very much a poker play for me, in the sense that it's like, okay, I'm going to take these options away. What options do you have available to you? I'm going to expect you to do this, and they do exactly that. They give them a road to travel. They travel that road, and then they get taken straight off that road.
Little did they know that the road was built by Cold.
Tech9's coming in, Selfless attempting a faster play. The bomb is lagging behind somewhat, the smokes are down, and the variant may begin. Fur is not going to wait for anybody. Does he realize he's stuck in the smoke? He does. Takes a frag, and he gets traded by no one, who can pick up an M4.
He's got the M4, but his teammates still are on pistols, although they are Tech9s, and the bomb will be planted. 2 AWPs to go for the retake. This will be a little bit crazy, I have to say, a little bit awkward perhaps in some spots. Fallen and Taka towards Aliyar, just biding their time for the perfect moment to go. The bomb was only just planted. The smokes now are down. Ooh, that's a nice pick up there. FNX falling by connector. And now it's just 3 CTs on the lonesome. Well, we do have actually a units there, but Kaboose, this position is so dangerous. They seem to know that he's there, but he's got a great movement with that Max 10. Jumping around the corner still, though. 2 frags made by SK, as we've got Mitch and Nifty trying to hold it down. The bomb ticking faster and faster now. Cold, he's got to save this. Going for the fake. Is he going to try the crazy shot through the smoke? He can't see anything. He does, but where the hell is this guy? Oh, no. Don't get knifed, no!
Well, Selfless get another round on the board, and that is a desperate 4th round, which gives them opportunity. It may be hard for them to take it, but it gives them a chance, a fighting chance, and that's sometimes all you need. Fur, 21 kills. That is somewhat monstrous. 21
he had a good game.
Kills and the 2 assists. Back on the team after getting a new nose.
A new one?
Yeah. Ordered a new one. Came in, put it in place.
Where do you order those?
From nose.com.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Newnose.com /
Wonder if... well,
respiration. I don't know. 4 to 11. Selfless are going to be defending now. They have the advantages of the range of their pistols. 1 P2000. And there's a 3-man push coming in. So Selfless are going to not use the range of their pistols, but they're going to use the numbers game over towards long. We need to look towards long. Number 6. What we'll do, FNX on a off angle. And he's going to take Nifty down to 7 HP, or one of his teammates are. In fact, the T's are looking for these range, but in the meantime, Selfless is getting frags elsewhere. This is getting mad awkward. No answer from SK just yet. They can't kill a single person.
Well, they are just Glocks. It's pretty hard on this range. Come on, Fallen, I believe.
Bullets like, please, connect the bullets, please. Any bullets at all. Now it's Cold versus 5, and Selfless can, for the most part, go back to normal formation. Make sure there are 2 people at least on both sides, so there's no chance of plant, but it won't be required because more headshots will be delivered. Selfless taking the fight to SK, and boy, did they take the fight to them.
It's going to be scary now because Tech9s. You have to weather the Tech9 round, and you better believe that SK have a nice one in store for you. There is a singular flash on FNX, who will also be having be equipped with a deagle. He's going to toss that flash more or less immediately. I didn't see where he threw it, but
over there.
Over there. Over there. Yeah. Well, we've got the pushes coming in. Taco moving in. Top of secret. So basically, SK are spread all over the place, making things very confusing in that sense for Selfless. But now they're gathering. They're collecting themselves.
First says hello. Doesn't get caught at all. That is a really awkward spot for both sides. So SK, they are believers that they can do something in this situation. So far, ooh, hello. Kaboose in an awkward position now because he's got 2 people to fight against, and he will get taken down. Taco almost getting damage into no one, but that will be that for SK. The buy has not worked out for them, and Selfless continue to close the gap, but the gap is still large. 5 rounds between these two sides. Obviously, SK are going to be on somewhat of a dry round here. Fallen spending some extra money, so he's not going to be terribly concerned with AWP and armor in the next round. Maybe he'll even opt for a scout, who knows. For the meantime, Selfless prepared with Kaboose on the MP9. Only one play towards Beto, and that's Brehze with a FAMAS. That Molotov's going to be very important. He hears the footsteps, and he's going to need help from his teammates very quickly indeed.
I like how they managed to evade all of the grenades there from Brehze. Oh, look at that. Beautiful bunny hopping, the air control coming in and just draw out all the flame, all the fire from Brehze, but somehow he still gets a couple kills there, just a couple pops right at the end. Very, very fortunate for the Selfless side, and nicely done by Brehze to get 3 there, and Fallen will still get the bomb down, so mission accomplished. Another frag! Fallen, will he get any more damage? This range starts to mean that the P250 can be problematic, but there is nothing Fallen can get done after those 2. But still 2. Quite nice from Fallen.
That's big damage.
Yes.
Done. And
yes.
that is a very important bomb plant as well, especially for him because of the money he had in that particular round. I think he had 2,300 left. On the second round, ideally you want 3,400 if you're buying an AWP in the next round with your loss bonus. And indeed, that extra money will allow him to get grenades, perhaps a helmet as well. So we'll see what impact he can have on that. Not going to try and fanboy too much, but it was cool. Like, for those of you at home, note he had 5 bullets in his P250 and didn't try to reload it because he doesn't know how close those CTs are. So tries to put himself in the best spot possible in an awkward situation. All points to Nifty as well. Both teams have lots of utility. Fallen gets picked off immediately. That's a big pick for Selfless.
Taco's found himself in out of position, Brehze, but Brehze just barely escapes in time. SK scrambling for that kill that will put them in the numbers, well, in equilibrium on the numbers, but so far it's not really coming all too easily. We've got the presence on Ali, always good to have somebody just keeping a CT back on that spot, that dedicated spot, because you don't know how many players can be on Ali. And then now we see on the minimap that FN actually was that Ali guy. After making presence there, he runs all the way back towards teammate. And now they combine by White Halls and Secret. So SK is starting to throw the nades in now. Are they going to try to fake here, actually? Throw a few nades in, try to sell something into B, then rotate back through Pop Dog. There's so many CTs alive that it's going to be very hard to get anything done. They need Cold to get a good position with this AWP. And here it is. Is he going to try to lead?
We've seen this before from Cold. They've had a shenanigans, but Brehze says no.
I love this from Cold. You can see that he knows his job here is not to kill that guy. It's to kill the guy that peeks. And that's all he can really do. Eventually, he has to take a risk. What is the risk that he decides to take? Will they just save? Looks like maybe he'll even just try to save at this point, but...
It's a good setup from Selfless as well. Nifty doesn't need to peek that angle because he's watching the high ground to protect Brehze. So they're not giving up any kills for free. It's really important for the CT economy as well. You see Kaboose didn't have that much money in the bank, so it's important for Selfless that as many people as possible survive, so if they are to lose a round in future, they can feel the buy again immediately. In the meantime, let's see what SK have to offer. 3 rounds now between these two sides, and again, I reiterate, Immortals are 1 point ahead of SK at the moment, so all these maps are very important for SK. They need a 2-0 here. Selfless, on the other hand, will also need as many victories as possible. And perhaps they're looking good for this one at the moment. Mixed bag from SK. The AWP saved from Cold, the A counter Fur, and then bits and bobs from the remainder of SK Gaming.
Yeah, Fallen's kind of hidden at Ali at the moment with the bomb on his back, just waiting for any push. Obviously, it would be very detrimental, highly detrimental should he die there to a CT push. So he has to be careful because you never know. Although Selfless probably do feel like they don't want to push in a round like this where they realize they have a weapon superiority overall. But Cold is always going to be a little bit scary in spots like this. It's actually towards Pop Dog at the moment, as we can see. Might try to get a pick at some point. We'll have to see how SK want to build around, but they've been very slow so far. And I love how they start to slow the pace of the tempo down a lot towards the middle of this half. And now time to go.
So Cold biding his time. Gap in the smoke though. In the meantime, Taco's putting in work and he's closing the distance towards Ivy. Gets taken down, but he's running distraction. Cold's gone past the angle where he could have taken down Kaboose, looking for more openings. Down the smoke goes, and other smokes will open. So let's see if they can get the bomb down and put the pressure on the CT side. Brehze takes down Fur in the meantime. And SK needs to get some picks here. Fallen's going for the spray, but he's going to get wrecked by Nifty in the AWP. Man advantage for the CTs, but it's a thin man advantage. Bomb is sure to be collected by FNX soon. He's close to it. Kaboose creeping, gets taken down by Cold. Now there's 6 seconds left. And, oh, Cold, he's looking the wrong way, but he still gets the frag. Bomb down, pressure on Nifty.
Looking for that first peek. Oh, he's going to get it, but oh, the movement from FNX was a little bit too much to snap onto. Nifty at least has the information, at least on where one of the players is. Goes for the pure face, but 10 HP is all that's left. Cold could be anywhere. And Cold knows exactly where he is. Probably tracking him. There goes the pop there on the bomb. What do you do? This is nothing. Cold with the easy finish. SK pick up the round, but it was a close one, and a much needed round as well. Selfless have been doing quite well against SK so far on their CT side, and this buy is going to mean quite a lot as both teams are going to be really desperate when it comes to the money situation.
So Selfless back on the buy again. Now we see the importance of that round where they didn't lose a single player. It allows them to muster a buy where they have one player on a UMP. Nifty's on the AWP once again, and again they're starting with 4 people towards A, which is somewhat standard at the moment on train. Brehze getting a little bit tricky, jumping up, gonna get a frag. Cold's coming into trade, and Brehze is gonna get a second kill as well. Very annoying player. Showing his worth for the Selfless side. New signing along with no one.
I was gonna say as well, in this kind of a round, you doing an aggression would be quite nice. As you know, the weapons are even. It's kind of a desperate round. It's a good round to take a risk against a team that you feel should be outplaying you. And Brehze is going to take 3 frags just by going aggressive by himself, basically. So that is one way to do it. And now it's just going to be down to Fur to get some damage done. It will be a very, very hard ask to actually win the round from this point with no bomb and against 4 players and with only 45 seconds on the clock. And the CTs have been quite active here as well, but he will fall to the first hurdle. And that'll be another round for Selfless. Again, a very important one, because look at the money. SK just won a round. Now they got nothing in the bank. This is starting to get a little bit scary, to be honest. SK from this point could actually end up dropping this map if Selfless continue as they are.
If you can't beat them, sign them. Brehze doing great work for his new team. And indeed, SK, they have been broken. Perhaps Brehze is bane. Who knows? SK likely to be going for a fast play on this particular round. First got a smoke and a Molotov. Are we going to see the Molotov strat? Selfless obviously have tons of utility. They're just running in raw. Brehze gets dinked, but he's going to get some kills. Tries to do some more, but that's all she wrote. His gun is far away though. Nice snap there by Nifty. He's got more work to do. Someone's trying to get a Molotov on the site. Indeed, they've done exactly that. Fallen and FNX left, and the bomb is down on the site with FNX, but Plants looks unlikely at the moment. No one goes down. Now there's opportunity, but they still can't get close to these weapons. Nifty on the high ground is making things undoable for SK in every sense. No plant whatsoever. And their money will still be broken. 2 rounds between the 2 sides, and Selfless have yet more opportunity to to reduce the deficit.
Deficits. It's a great play so far from Selfless on the CT side on the defense. Needs to continue. It'd be pretty cool to see them shake SK going into that second map. That new AWP sound this makes me expect precipitation
Sounds
imminently.
Like a balloon being burst. I've decided I don't like it. So Taco dancing with Brehze now, but he's the only man on the site, trying to run to be annoying, trying to full rotation, but he's got a kill! That means an AK as well. Now the rotation's coming in. SK, though, not going to commit. In fact, they're trying to move quickly towards A, I do believe. Indeed, there's still 2 players there, but there's a player towards Ivy, so this is going to get crazy. Players falling, though, on A. Bombs surely being spotted. Cold cannot escape, and the plan has not fallen. The plan has not paid off for SK, is what I meant to say. Taco and FNX remain, and now Selfless are all over the A site, but they have completely ignored what they're supposed to be covering. More damage could have been done, but it wasn't on this occasion. But that could have been dangerous. Perhaps a slip there from Selfless. We get into the important part of this map. 11 to 12, double AWPs on the CT side, and there are no AWPs on SK. The thing is, SK have fast plays into A with smokes that they bounce into the corner of main. So even if you're fast towards connector and you hold an angle, as Nifty is doing right now, they can help avoid that and move quickly into the A site. Not going to happen on this occasion, but we have definitely seen it in the past. They could be setting up for an execution. In fact, oh, Taco, that's just gross.
It's good to try to find the confidence. Try to find that confidence again, going for those big aim battles, as they should be winning them. Kaboose, though, wrapping around the side, finds himself one. Trades are, of course, in, and that's going to favor Selfless this time around, but it's down to the one-on-one. So much chaos. So many people have died in the last 5 seconds. And Nifty, trying to play this train, is very smart. Just wants to try to bide his time and force Fur to go for a plant. And that is exactly what's going to happen now. So Nifty able to pass the first hurdle. Will he switch out away from the AWP? This is very sneaky as well. This is a good plant from Fur. But will Fur expect the flank? It's rare you'll see the flank made in this situation. A lot of CTs will go to connector instead. This is much riskier, and it could very well pay off. Fur, though, he's looking for the angle. Wow, Fur, he gets it. What a beautiful prediction. And what an important round, 13 to 11.
That's not an important round, and that's a desperate round. A desperate round for SK. That is going to bring an angry, Selfless, wielding weapons once again. And look at the buy of SK. We've seen similar stories in the previous maps. Despite winning the round, they'll have a worse buy because things were so desperate, and they continue to be in this particular round, because if they lose this one, SK, then Lord only knows. Fallen, holding angles, but how long will he hold them for? And if he drops a smoke, and he's going to put himself in a more vulnerable position ultimately, and it seems SK may go for an execute based on this, maybe expecting resources to be drawn over towards the Ivy area. That said, Nifty's moving back into the site. SK, though, they could be going towards B here. It's not really clear at the moment. 2 men are moving into B at the moment, and there we go. Brehze's on the site himself, gets 1 kill, but instantly traded by Taco.
And Taco is going to do the right thing. He's going to storm down the site, even his team is far behind. You've got to take control of this site. You've got to try to find multiple angles for the CTs to worry about. By pushing, nice nades coming in. They will be definitely concerned with the more forward position. Taco just peppering towards the back there. Look at the distraction, it's done wonders as first sprays down one, pushes the smoke to finish off another, and it's just Nifty left. Oh no, not much going on there for him, and it seems as though SK are finding that extra gear right at the end of the map to completely break Selfless at the worst possible time for Selfless.
Disaster has struck, and now the question comes into play. Do we go for overtime, or are we going to go all in? Minimal money spent on the players who can afford it. So we should be looking at game points for SK. A very testing game so far. We'll see if Selfless have a final test. 3 players moving up towards B. Control of Pop Dog taken by SK very quickly indeed. And they're already asking questions over towards the A site. But is anybody prepared? Taco is moving back. Doesn't want to get one tap. Support flying up the ladder for him. That is fantastic, but damage has been done by the CT side. Cold down to 40 HP as well. There's potential here for Selfless.
FNX, if he is deliberate though, diligent, checking those corners, he's fine. And there you go. Picks that one up, and it's just going to be Kaboose. Oh, a cute little pop flash there into the yard, in towards the Pop Dog position. Kaboose is scanning with the Deagle. It's going to be a desperate time. Can he find any damage at the very least? Salvage something. A weapon would be nice too.
There are weapons to collect, that's for sure.
Yeah, if he could, I mean, that would probably be one of the main missions at this point, one of the big objectives. But Fallen's there. He's sitting on top of all those corpses and all their belongings. He's hoarding everything. Like Smog.
Well, SK needs to pick a bomb site. Perhaps it will be A. FNX is making his way in. Doing the initial investigation. He's the point man. And the bomb will be safely planted on the site with as much protection as SK can afford. Eagle coming in, but the aim punch says no. Game point for SK in the first of this best of 2. Now we have AWP, no armor onto Nifty. Some M4s coming out as well. Brehze can boost, can also afford, but utility is not just limited, Dan. It's rationed.
Yeah, decoys come out. It's always a good sign when you see the decoys. Decoys like the dregs. Right there, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. That's all you could find when it came to the utility. And almost all of it's going to be tossed out early. It's early counter grenades. SK Gaming should realize as well that a slow pace here is going to mean that Selfless will have very limited counter grenades by the time they actually push. Nifty's angle is pretty awesome. Boom! The reactions there. Absolutely phenomenal. Blindingly quick. And that's a dead cold. That's a good way to start this. But there's still a lot more work to be done. They're still falling on the AWP for SK. And he's going to lead the charge. Or the creep. Oh dear. Falling goes down straight away. Nice support coming in from FNX. Gets the trades.
Picks up the AWP as well. Looking to provide support from the back of the A site. The bomb's still down in main, however. FNX is going to get traded. 2 versus 2 now. And this is getting weird. Maybe the bomb won't be required, although it seems that, well, FNX, rather, Fur is going to make his way over to get the bomb. And they will hope that B will stay secured. As you see Taco's position, this is with the idea that the CTs will rotate once the bomb plant goes in. Oh, look at this angle. See, he's going to find Brehze. Oh, Brehze's going to look the wrong way at the wrong time. And Taco's playing the information game.
Do it. Do it. Yes!
And the other frag comes in. Almost stereo fashion. Game point. The knife comes in to help them take the map over the line. 16-11. That was, I mean, Selfless put up a good fight there.
Yeah, they did. Absolutely. On the CT side, they found a lot of AWP plays actually that worked quite well for them. A lot of good holds, generally speaking. And SK, you can't get incredibly creative on train, and especially if you're playing a team that's, I think, that you feel is worse than you across the board, from strategically, tactically, individually. You kind of do want to keep things a little bit simpler. Just play to those big, like really strong fundamentals. And when they were doing that, they were actually finding a lot more resistance. I was quite surprised to see some of the engagements that Selfless were able to win in the way they were winning them. So that's going to give them some confidence going into map 2. And what was map 2 again?
What is map 2, producer? Dust 2 is map 2. The second Dust 2 will be the second map of this best of 2. See you after the break.